We're here with my friend Neil again. We're going to split some of this wood that we cut in the last episode. These are huge.
Yeah, it's all 36 inches once right there.
Wow.
And I had to cut it again from the back side. It didn't make it through.
Let's get started. I'll go get my maul and we can have a race.
Okay, let's race. I'll take that bet. These are some pretty tough pieces. With the oak, sometimes you can't take a full bite.
Oh, look at that one. That's all gnarly.
That's really gnarly. Once you get her going, she'll go. So what I like to do is split it down until, that's pretty gnarly there. I'll split it down until it's the last piece, and I got one more split, and I'll hold it over the truck and split it.
So I don't have to load it by
time.
hand.
Right.
Woohoo!
That way I can go out and split wood by myself. And
yeah.
so that one right there.
You'll grab it. Now you already split it, but you're holding on to.
Just
okay.
make sure I don't pinch you. There we go.
Now you made this yourself?
Yeah. Yep.
Think you can make one for little Johnny too?
I think we should try. Because I think it'd be interesting to see how well it could do. I don't know what kind of power a little backhoe has.
I'm afraid we might not have enough power. We just don't have a lot of curl power. I mean, this doesn't even require a third function. This is just the curl of the bucket. Of the bucket.
So I took my bucket off and put this on in its place, and you know, I don't have to have any auxiliary hydraulics. You want to stand on the other side? I don't want to pinch you.
So what you're saying is you'd feel more comfortable if I stand on the other side.
I'd hate to be the one that did in tractor time with Tim.
It would be a 1 million view video though.
Yeah, probably more than that. So that's the main reason I like it, is because I don't have to have, you know, auxiliary hydraulics. It's pretty functional the way it is. Now, it's not the fastest in the world, but it's really easy on your back.
Well, it's a one-person job.
Yep, so I can go out when I need to split a load and just sit out there. It's really nice in the wintertime because I can close up the windows and have the heat on, the radio, and just, it's a nice relaxing afternoon that way.
Do you know what kind of oak this was? I mean, we know it was an oak tree, but do you know what type of oak?
I don't. I'm not.
It didn't look like a standard red oak or white oak to me.
No, it's more like a swamp oak. But I'm not too good at determining my species here.
That split easy, didn't it?
Yeah, it splits really easy. Once you get it going, it splits really easy. And then I start making toothpicks. You know, I have an outdoor wood boiler, so I can tolerate some pretty good sized chunks.
You'd probably prefer them to be pretty big.
Actually, I do.
They burn a little longer.
They burn longer. It's a lot less handling the lumber or the wood.
Now, it looks to me like those hooks on the backside here really help you to be able to like pull a log towards you.
Yeah, so those were an afterthought because I wasn't able to grab a hold of my pieces. See, I'll spin those around and then I can try to pick up two at a time.
Okay.
They're too big.
Tearing up the bottom of your truck bed, man.
Wood's easy on it compared to concrete.
Now, can you reach all 7 of these pieces that are left
I can reach
here?
all those, but I can't reach those big ones. Like if we want to try that real big one over there, for video's sake.
Oh, yeah.
See, like, those hooks make it so I can spin him around and get a hold of him. And then if I was smart, I would pick this up.
Bring it over here where
I would move it to where I'm closer to my truck.
Aha!
And see, the limitation you have is that I can't alter the angle of it. So there's a premium distance from the backhoe where that works the best because the plane of the splitter is parallel to the ground.
Okay, so if you had the third function, that would help.
Yes, then it would tilt it. Because when I get way out here like this, that's my angle.
Yeah.
So I can't grab a hold of them very well at that angle.
Yeah, makes perfect sense.
So that's where my limitation is. But I can boom out and grab a hold of them and then get them where I need them, get them to where it's like sitting square. I got the Extend-A-Hoe up. So that's about perfect. So I'll split that. And now I try to make the splitter head go through the log like this. I try to move it so that I'm not pushing the logs all over the place.
Yeah.
And I drive the splitter with the wedge, meaning I just concentrate on the wedge the whole time.
Okay.
So I just think about where that wedge is, and I have these guys.
And you try to make sure it's straight.
Yep. That's why when the logs are not cut square, if you have an angled piece in the back, you can bend it. I've bent this before because it'll pinch it unevenly.
Okay.
And it puts it in a bind. So at least the back cut needs to be square. The angled piece can be to the face on the wedge, and that's no problem. See how I move the boom through the log so that I'm not,
yeah.
If you don't, it winds up doing this. You know, it pushes the log back, and then you're going forwards and backwards a lot. If you kind of move the wedge, the logs kind of stay put.
Ah, yeah, I see.
See, the logs stay put if I just
push it through
do
it.
that.
Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, I see it now. I wouldn't have noticed that. I appreciate you explaining that. That's like a TTWT type explanation right there.
Yeah, very nice and thorough. I learned that by watching you. Now these here, sometimes I think it's faster to, you know, try to pick up more than one at a time. So I can, if I can get fancy here, I'll spin a couple around.
Okay, I got you.
It's harder on the concrete because I don't want to wreck your concrete. You get the drift.
I get the idea.
Whoop.
Oh, almost. Let's go back to one at a time.
That's a foul. So you gonna try this out?
Absolutely. Are you using? I hope you're using.
John Deere standard controls here.
I'm afraid that may not be my standard. Oh wait, well if it's the same as my little backhoe, that'll be fine.
It should be, I would think. But like I say, it's not the fastest in the world, but boy, for handling the big rounds, I don't know. You know, they've got splitters that have lifting mechanism that will pick them up, and those work fine, but you still got to deal with.
This is also very portable. I mean,
yeah.
Assuming you could get the backhoe there, it's really nice.
Right.
It's not another trailer you have to pull or something you have to
right.
put together after you get on site.
Well, it just makes more use of, you know, this backhoe is for my personal use. I don't have a business, and this helps to justify having this thing around. Just one more thing I can make use of.
Well, this is all the money you're saving from burning wood, right?
Yeah, right.
This is going to take me forever.
I'm going to commandeer this machine here. That's a big round of firewood right there. I would say a grapple like this on my compact tractor combined with my backhoe splitter would make a terrific combo.
I don't know that I've ever been nervous running any piece of equipment before, but for whatever reason, I'm nervous as can be. I'm like, oh no, I'm going to mess it up. I'm going to mess it up. It's freaking me out.
What do you think?
Oh, I think it's amazing.
It's fun.
I'm not very good at it, you know?
It takes a lot of practice.
I think it does because some of the motions are not, you know, again, you don't, like you say, you have to kind of know.
That was a good one.
It's hard to keep from
You
splitting
got your
it.
extender boom out. It might be better with it up.
Okay,
It's
let's
a foot
see.
pedal right here. I probably had it out. So this foot pedal makes it go in and out. That's the Kubota treadle pedal. There you go.
Okay.
See how that angle kind of gets you? It's like too close to you.
Now I'm too close. But I feel like I can't squeeze very hard or I'll pop it. I'll go ahead and
there's
split it.
there's a fine line between being able to pick it up and just splitting it in two.
Yeah, if it's easy splitting wood, it's really hard. Uh-oh.
It's gonna have to run through the second round.
I'm gonna have to come up to your house and finish splitting the wood. See, look, just a simple pinch. And now I've got toothpicks of it. I mean, I wish I could pick that up. Yeah, I split it accidentally.
I'll grab some of those. Just try those big ones.
Okay.
Sometimes on the big ones, you got to take less of a bite.
Not try to split it in half.
Yeah, you got to go to the top of the cookie and it'll split. If there's more surface area against the wedge, it's less likely to split. But if you just put the corner of the wedge at the very top.
Okay, so this is what you mean by
there
taking.
you go. That's what I mean. Yep.
And now you want me
Now
to...
it'll do it. There you go. Yeah, and ideally the pieces just lay open like this, and then you can like that
I
one.
spun that one sideways. I haven't mastered the idea of pushing the boom through it.
Yeah, it's too easy to just pinch it,
Yeah.
and then the wood goes that, you know.
See, on my little backhoes, they don't do two functions at once very well. So,
oh yeah.
so I'm probably worse operator because of it. You know, I just brute force do one function and don't worry
The
about it.
backhoe doesn't let you do two at one? Or?
Well, it would. It's just there's not enough flow in the little tractor.
I see.
I'm all done.
You done?
Yeah, I'm just I'm so slow at it. I want you to get some done.
Well, I'll chunk these up. We don't have to split it all. I can haul it home.
Well, let's
like it
get
is.
you. Yeah, let's split some.
Well, I mean, I can haul it home unsplit too.
Okay. Don't worry about it though. You're fast enough that it wouldn't take long.
I'm not that fast at it.
So I had 2 or 3 problems. My biggest problem, and the one that was probably the most embarrassing, was my inability to grab it without going ahead and splitting it.
Yeah, that's a feel thing that comes over time too. Don't feel bad. And every machine's so much different. You know, I'll jump in another backhoe and look like I've never ran one before.
And that's how I felt. I mean, this one is so much more responsive. You know, I really felt uncomfortable, and that's when I said I was nervous. I mean, because it was like, whoa, I look like a total newbie at this.
Every machine's like that. You know, my father-in-law, I was telling you, my father-in-law bought a 3046R, and I've been driving tractors since I was old enough to reach the pedals. And I got on that thing, and it looked like I'd never been on one. It's just so much different than my tractor. Yeah. I had a hard time running the bucket, and it was kind of embarrassing. Because he thought I'd get in it and just do my thing, and I didn't.
Yeah.
So it's hard. But you can get a feel for what it could be like, you know. Now, running your tractor, I didn't have that same feeling. It felt a little...
Well, I will say that the large frame 2 series is a smooth tractor.
That one was just really smooth.
It's, that redesign they did on it was a huge benefit.
See how I can't quite get it when it's not square? There, I can get it. Nope.
So do you like the rounded back? Do you think that the back being a pipe or round is the best way to do that?
Well, that's what I come up with to be able to, because the angle changes so much.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, it's not good for picking stuff up like that. It's not good, but as the wood goes through there, it has to change where it's contacting, and that's kind of what I come up with.
I wonder if you could weld some hard surface on there to give you a little bit of bite.
That might work. See that one there? I got to pull to me a little bit.
Yeah, now these 2 moves that you're doing right here would have taken me a good minute and a half just to get it pulled to me, get it straightened out.
Yep.
But that's just experience, you know. It's just. How many truckloads do you split in the winter?
Oh boy. probably close to 20.
Oh my goodness.
But I don't split it all with this. I have a hydraulic splitter too. So the little stuff that you can handle, it's just as fast to use a little splitter.
Yeah.
I only use this and only built this for this exact reason.
Big rounds.
Big rounds, because how are you going to get that on a splitter? You got to, what we were doing was, we call it cheese cubing them. We take the saw and cut them down into pieces with the saw.
Quarter them or whatever.
Until we could handle them and then deal them. So I thought, well, what the heck?
Yeah.
We went from needing 3 or 4 guys to handle those to being able to do it by myself.
My dad built a splitter that we just set on the ground.
Yeah.
And it was a pretty flat beam. Then we could roll it up there enough that we just start piecing the corners of it. You know, we wouldn't try to do it in half.
That's a good way to do it too.
The splitter that I've got is this far off the ground. There'd just be no way.
Yeah. So see, I'll move that through there.
Yeah. You did that so smoothly, and it just pops. That's good oak when it does that.
It's good. This is good firewood.
Oak, a good straight one like that, you can split with a ball pretty quick.
Yeah.
Well, at least I could when I was young.
But you got to manipulate them a lot. I'll just do that one more, and then I can.
I had no feel for that. I couldn't tell the difference between that at all. And I know that it's in there. Those controls are telling you that, but I just couldn't feel it.
Some of it's visual too. You know, you can see it, like, you can kind of see it, grab a hold of it and just stop moving, like right there.
Right there.
And it kind of moves the pins a little bit. The pins got a little slop. So when you see the slop come out of the pins, you know that that's it. This is what I was talking about, your concrete. You know, I'm trying to be mindful of your, now that one's split. Whoop. Ah.
Easy splitting, isn't it?
Yep.
Too bad your kids aren't here.
I know.
Marshmallows, hot dogs. It'd be a good way to finish the day, wouldn't it?
It would. And it's still the right weather too, you know.
Yeah, it is. It's just chilly enough to kind of enjoy being around a fire. Now, you told me that if we just had an hour or so, you could split that load of wood.
Right.
And I thought, yeah, right.
How much?
But you did.
Well, sorta.
Well, I admit there at the last, they weren't very split.
No.
Some of those were still.
Well, I let you run it too for a while.
That was the problem. No, it was very difficult for me to operate. I mean, I felt so stupid. Just I couldn't make it.
It takes practice. What you're watching there is years and years of doing that. So don't feel bad.
Well, I mean, there's several things. The backhoe itself is, like you said, any piece of equipment's different.
Yep.
But that particular attachment, I just could not feel whether I was going to split it or just grab it so that I could pick it up. It was really difficult.
And this oak is even harder to do that because you just touch it and it splits. It's so hard it just falls apart. So.
Catch Neil, Koch Dig Drive DIY, the 3Ds.
The 3Ds, Dig Drive DIY, yep.
He's going to be a superstar. I've said it every time I mention his name, and yeah, you know.
I just like making videos. It's fun. It's a good
That's
time. How could you not like this?
Yeah, it is. It is. It's good fun. Go check out his channel.
Thank you, Tim.
And thanks for coming over. I mean, we've had 2 episodes here, and this has been a wonderful day.
Yeah.
A
Thanks.
couple times I actually felt like I was working.
Yeah, I know it.
That bothered me a little bit.
I think that 2-hour ride home, I might start stiffen up a little bit. No, I really appreciate you having me out. I get a great load of wood, of oak firewood, and I got to run an Artillian Grapple, which I've never done, and I got to run the electric steel chainsaws, which I have never done. So a lot of firsts for me, and I got to meet Tim and Christy.
Well, I've never ran a backhoe like that one, Deere 310. I've never run one of those, and that huge saw, 3-foot bar, my goodness, it just ate right through that wood. Amazing saw.
Yep. We employed a lot of tools today.
We did.
Yep.
We did. I'm not sure about saving money by burning wood in your house.
Right.
I think you're going to have to do a little bit better math on that. But I guess the point is you get all these cool toys, and you kind of can justify them to the finance committee.
And I save on gym memberships.
Oh, okay, that works.
No
That
push-ups
works.
for me tonight.
Okay, maybe you won't have to have the heart situation that I had, right?
I could only hope, yeah.
Guys, I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on Tractor Time with Tim.
Now hopefully the controls are the same, and if they are, I'll leave you be.
So far, so good.
Awesome. And this is I apologize, this is a working backhoe. I didn't armor all of it or anything here, you know.
This is unacceptable.
I know.
Look at that.